show for y'all tonight. Just be ready. I'm building some.
What's good? 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 Hope everything is good. Hope good people had a good weekend. I hope. That's one thing I hope. I hope that everybody gets out of life what they plan to get out of life. Hope life is going the way that you expect it to go. That will be actually a good thing. That will be one of the greatest things that we can accomplish, is for us to get out of life what we desire to get out of life. Okay, where we at? Where we at? Yeah, so hopefully we get out of life what we plan to get out of life. That will be the plan. That will be the plan. Let me share this. Let me share this. I know it's late. Some people are getting into bed or already in the bed. Some people are knocked out already. I know it's late. I apologize. I really want to apologize. Really want to apologize. Yes. Like I said in the beginning, hopefully you are getting out of life what you expect to get out of life, or you are putting yourself in position to make your life better so you can get those things that you desire. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. How do you get there? How do you make the best of what you do? How do you get there? So that's one of the things that I'm trying to understand. How do you get there? Some people have this this great master plan. Some people has no plan at all. Some people, I don't know. I know some people have this great plan, and I know some people who don't have a plan at all. Who do not have a plan at all. How did we get there? Ask ourselves that. How do we get in a position to where we have no plan at all? How did we get there? So the topic is, I have to ask you some questions that I need answers to. I gotta ask you some questions. That I need some answers to. I think that one of the questions that I have is, how did our community get to where it is now, to the point where we don't own the businesses, we don't own a lot of things that go on that are considered decent size or big in the community. We don't own a lot of stuff. How did we get there? Most of the time when we frequent the communities in which we live, or frequent the communities in which we like, people that look like us, we don't own a lot of the stuff. How did we get there? That's my question. How did we wind up in a space where we don't know how we got there? And how do we change our current situation? How we change the current situation? Tell me. Maybe somebody got some answers. How do we change the current situation? How do we change our situation that we in right now for as the African American community? There has to be a way. There has to be a way. We have to be able to we have to be able to have some sort of unity. Some sort of unity. Where's the unity? What happened? How did we get here? How did we get in a situation where we don't own a lot of stuff that in the community in which we reside? How did we get there? Why are we, as we call ourselves African Americans, whatever? How did we get in a position to where we are right now? That's what I want to know. How did we get to the point where we don't own nothing? Me and Roosevelt was having that discussion earlier. How did we get there? Why are we so complacent? Why are we so complacent in our current situation? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Why are we complacent in our current situation? Do we think things are just gonna change? What do we think? You think it's everything is on automatic? Because we're a lot of years into our situation. We are a couple of generations into our situation. 4, maybe 5 generations into what we have at this point. I heard Dr. Claude Anderson say that we have not made any progress I don't know how many years he said, but it's been a lot of years. We have not made any progress. We have probably less than what we had when they abolished slavery. Less. I know things have changed and people think that that's not the situation, but we have less things than we had years ago. How we fix that? That's what I want somebody to do. Give me some answers on that. How do we fix that? How do we fix our situation? You know, where's the unity? Where's the unity? For the most part, we can buy up everything that we want to buy up. We just got to put our mind towards it and stay focused. I got some questions. I want some answers. I need answers. Because ain't nobody really giving no answers. You know, I know we have this situation of systemic racism. But I want some answers on how did we get here? Why are we here? Why are we having these problems? And why is the community not growing at a faster pace? Okay, so we discussed that in 10, maybe 15 years, we will probably be obsolete when it comes to us having this complaint of why we in this situation. You're right, Miss Gwen. Maybe. Yeah, maybe we're not happy with our position. Yeah, we need to change. We needed to change 30 years ago, 40 years ago. We needed to change. We needed something different than what we already have. And what we have is not working. You think it was necessary to for MLK to fight for our rights. To buy from whites. Okay, so think about this. At some point, they felt that why are we separate? Why are we in a position where you got white water fountains, you got black water fountains, you got white restrooms, black restrooms, and all in the scheme of things is that they were all the same restrooms, they were all the same water fountains, it was all the same thing, it was all psychological. The water's coming from the same place. The restrooms maybe been different. They might I don't know if they upgraded the restrooms or not. However, we were doing the civil rights movement. We were trying to fit in for some reason. We had our community was at we was in a nice position because we only had to spend our money with each other. And then spending our money with each other made our community wealthier or in a better position. It put us in a better position. But we here now. Now we here. The whole movement was disbanded because after King died, you had the Panthers doing what they was doing, but then they started putting drugs in the community and stuff like that. Then you start having people on heroin. You had start having all these situations. You start having all these situations, so that's disbanded. You got the Panthers were split up, broke up. Come to find out, some of them people were FBI informants and stuff like that, or agents. Because for some reason, our community can't grow, or when it begins to grow, there's some sort of infiltration goes on that stop us from making certain moves. Maybe they take the person who's leading the fight. Maybe they take them and take them out the game. Now everybody's scared and I ain't doing that. You ain't gonna get me killed. So the question is, I have some questions that I need answers to. How do we fix our situation? Once I put together this catalog of people who we can buy from, is almost like We Buy Black. It's almost similar to that, but it's really dealing with the local community. It's dealing with the fact that people in our community have businesses and have ideas that they like to use too. And we need to create this network. I keep telling people to create the network. We got to create the network. Got to create the network. If you do not create the network, then guess what happens? Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Gwen. Togetherness is true. We got to have some togetherness. Excuse my language. So we have to have this togetherness in order for it to work. We can always start off by greeting each other. What's up, bro? How you doing? What's up, Queen? How you doing? What's up, sister? How you doing? We can start off like that. Break the ice. We got to break the ice. You know? When you people see people out, maybe you in the store, you in Walmart, you in Trader Joe's, or you in Whole Foods, or Fresh Time, or Snooks, or Kroger, or something like that. If you're in one of those areas, or you at the store somewhere, or you in a food line somewhere, getting ready to get something to eat, we got to break the ice. Just speak to somebody. Hey, how you doing? Okay. You can talk to them about your business then. If you ever join or have ever been in a multi-level marketing company, then you know they tell you to always just speak to people, get conversation going, get the conversation rolling. Because once you get the conversation rolling, then you can talk about the things in which what business that you have. Like Roosevelt, he write books. You know, hey, how you doing? What is it that you do? Oh, I do this, then the other. Oh, okay. Well, I write books. Oh, for real? I wanted to get into writing books. I got a friend that does this. Oh, okay. Just give her my information or give him my information. You could talk about it. Some of the stuff we have to share because you can't make all the money. You're not gonna make all the money for the simple fact that a lot of things that you want to do, you don't know how to market it. Got to learn how to market it. Don't forget to share the broadcast, share the broadcast, share the broadcast. Give me some thumbs up, give me some likes. Let me know that you out there. I really appreciate it. You know, it's always an honor to have people to come in here and sit with me while I go on my spiel, my rants, and things like that. Let me take some of this agua. They say some water's not good, some water is bad for you, and the plastic bottle and stuff like that. Some water is better than no water. So here we go. Okay, so Miss Gwen talk about togetherness. That's one way we can do it. Let me see. Okay, so if I go back to what Roosevelt said about the civil rights, and well, the right to buy from other groups. Okay, sometimes they have a resource, but at this point, they would rather, if you spending money, they would rather get the money. They would rather get the money. As long as you ain't coming in there acting like no clown and nothing like that, they would rather get the money. It's business. They steady trying to create business or create revenue for their companies. So it's okay to do business with other people, but you still have to build your community. You still have to figure out something that makes your community thrive a little better. One of the things that we can do in our community, and I don't know how Milwaukee is because some people are not in this area. We can make our community in which our people live in, or in which some people that we love live in. We can make the community look a little better. When it look a little better, look a little cleaner, people have a different energy. Change the attitude. Let's give a better energy to the situation. It's okay to give a better energy to the situation. You know? So if we make the community look beautiful, if you can get people to come back to the community in which they love, or in which they go down and party and get some food you can't get nowhere else but the hood. Some foods you can't get nowhere else but the hood. And these are facts. I don't know if you know about facts, but these are facts. In some places you can't get what you can get in the hood. So we got to support the hood. And the people who have businesses in the neighborhood, we have to demand more of them. We have to demand that, look, y'all gonna have to spend some of that money within our community. Some of them don't live there, but some people have to spend the money within the community. Think about that. Think about if you have the people of Arab descendants, they open up the gas stations. Velt mentioned that they open up subways and things like that. We have to go to these people and tell them we having this function. You need to put some funds towards some of the things we got going on in our urban community. We got a youth foundation going on. We need you to help sponsor some of this stuff. We make your gas stations do well. We make your fish places do well. We make all of these things go well. We need you to spend some money and help some of these organizations out in our community. You know, I ain't talking about extorting nobody, but I am saying we need to put that pressure on them. Oh, okay, so y'all don't want to do that? We gonna push towards not having people patronize your business. Cause 2 blocks over, we got a youth a youth program going on, and we need you to help fund some of that. I think it's okay to do that. Or we gon' put some pressure on your business. We'll take our business somewhere else. But we gotta do stuff like that and stick to it. A lot of times we don't stick to the program. We gotta stick to the program. Stick to the program. I don't know if that sound hard, but you gotta stick to the program. We gotta stick to the fact that our community is suffering visually more than any other community. That's what I see. Our community is suffering more visually than any other community that I know. The only reason I say visually is because I know that there are some non-black communities that ain't doing good. That ain't, you know, they people not doing good. You got meth everywhere. Heroin everywhere in some of these communities. But the face of the community looks well. You know? We just gotta give our people a little bit more energy and hope, so we can make sure that our kids have something good. You know? You go down to the hood, you having fun, kicking it. But some people, I can't stay down here. It ain't safe. The housing, don't nobody want to do nothing to their yard. You got some of these cats parking on the front lawn and stuff like that. Can't go through that. Some neighborhoods are better than others. Some blocks are better than others. However, the whole community has to look well in order for us to give us that energy of people saying like, our neighborhood is good. The young cats, we got to stop the violence. I got questions. I need some answers. How did we get here? How did we get in a position to where other minority groups are visually doing better than our community? How did we get there? Somewhere in there, somebody dropped the ball. If I'm 55, was it my parents' generation that dropped the ball? Is it my generation dropped the ball? Somebody dropped the ball. Somewhere in there, somebody fumbled the ball, and we started back over from zero. You know, it looked good on paper because a lot of us are educated. A lot of us are educated. So we get educated, we move out of the neighborhood. We get educated. We go somewhere. We go somewhere and yes, stop being scared. Yes, that's a fact. I mean, in our community, somewhere in there, we scared of the youth. We scared of the youth. They got the power, but they don't know how to finagle their way through and get to the point where they need to go. The youth got the power. We scared of the young people. Scared of the young people. Little kids in school, they out of control. You can't tell me what to do. My mama, you ain't none of my mama. Okay, first of all, let's get this straight. If you work in the school system and them kids telling you that, sometimes it's the parents pushing that garbage. Sometimes it's the parents that's make it bad for the community. John ain't did that. John out here a whole mess. Your son a whole mess. You don't want to come to grips. You don't want to come to grips. Everybody be talking about where the daddy's at. Where's daddy at? Where's mama left him? She said, I ain't fooling with that nigga. That Negro. Excuse my language. She said, I ain't fooling with that Negro. They said, he don't come around no more. Now his son had to fend for himself. Learn all the street skills or urban skills from some knucklehead. This is how I used to do a young cat. Yeah, this is how you suffering. Cause you did it wrong. And you trying to take me down that road with you. Trying to take me and put me in a rabbit hole right along with you. It ain't gonna work. Didn't never work. Cause a lot of times I looked at some of them cats, I be like, man, that didn't work for you. Yeah, I can learn from some of your mistakes and some of the stuff that you telling me. But sometimes the come up part, if the youth don't see grown folks up in better position, how are they gonna believe that they supposed to be in better positions? How do they believe that? Well, my daddy he ain't doing too good. He just went and got a job. He just retired. He happened to get a job that was a union job. He don't know half the stuff that's going on in the world. He went and got a job that's a union job. Got a little pension come in. The money come in, he jacked that money off. If you don't know how to manage the bread, you don't know how to build the wealth. How do you come to the point where you can build wealth? We not poor, we just broke. We not poor, we just broke. That's what I learned. We ain't poor. Most of us are not poor. We just broke. We just spent all the money in the wrong places. That's what didn't happen. All right, share the broadcast. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Let me know, everybody out there. So for the most part, like I said, we not poor. We just broke. We spend our money in the wrong places. We spend them on the wrong things. Go and find the biggest place in the world to stay. Keep us in the hole. I'm not saying you're not supposed to have nice things, but have something that come in that help you pay for that other than your 9 to 5. Okay, so what if you create a business that brings you in an income that helps you pay for some of that stuff that you like? We got to figure out how to pay off most of our stuff before we go into retirement age. We got to figure that out. You know, can't go in there and you got $300,000 worth of debt. How you gonna do that? How you gonna survive? How that's gonna work? Tell me how is that gonna help you as you go into your retirement age? And how is it helping our community? Everybody else, every other community had restaurants, stores that accommodate their people or their nationality or people who look like them or people who like the stuff that they like. It's not discrimination, it's economics. Some of the stuff is economic and it's business and it's support of your people that look like you. Hi, I'm just saying. Sometimes we gotta support people that look like you. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll work good in your favor. To find people that look like you and support their business. We probably used to do that 30 years ago, 40 years ago maybe. Now, we're in a situation where if they say that the black dollar stays in the black community for 6 hours only, that's disgraceful. Because we're finding something to spend it on. And it's not in your community. And we have to come up with a policy that lets businesses know that if you are in our community, we have organizations and things that needs to be done in our community that we need your support, or we're not going to support you. Because they don't come to your business. They don't come and eat your food. Nobody eating our food. Every now and then you'll get some other people that, oh, I like that good soul food. I like that good soul food. But you can't visit me one time at the soul food joint. What about the other days? I need the people in that community to support the businesses in that community of people who look like you. Okay, say for instance, once you have, there's a lot of immigrants coming into the country. Okay, so that's a good thing and that's a bad thing. The good part is when people move into our community or into the community, they bring their food, they bring their restaurants, they bring their culture, and they support their people. So their community is thriving versus our community is descending and getting worse. That's what's going on. The community is getting worse. Because if you want to talk Ebonics, it's getting worser. Community is getting worser. How is that possible? How is that possible that the community is getting worser? So we got to figure it out. I just got some questions. I need answers. I need some answers. Let's fix it. I'm hoping you help me fix it, or help me attempt to make it better. Let's make it better. Let's try to make it better. If we can. That's the thing. How can we make it better? And I want to make it better. Let's make it better. We got to start with our young brothers. The women out of control too, but we got to start with the brothers. Or other than that, the women not gonna have young brothers to even get in relationships with, cause their head gonna be all screwed up. They sensitive. A lot of them sensitive. I don't know how they got there, but a lot of them sensitive. How do we fix the problems in which we have at this moment? Let's help each other. All right, y'all. I go on my little rants and talk my stuff. I just be trying to figure it out. How do we fix it? How do we make our situation better? Is that possible? Is that even possible for us to make our community better? I think it is. I think it's possible. But we got to work as a team. If I can get people on a team, create your own team. You don't have to be a part of my team. My team is support. Support all. If I got the means to support all. That's my strategy. And have a conversation with people. You run a business. Everybody running a business. Everybody is doing something that has the potential to create them residual income. Talk to somebody. Hey, how you doing? What is it that you do? I need some help with that. Well, I'm a graphic artist. I need some help with that. We way out of the barter and trade system, but sometimes we need help. Sometimes we need help with helping each other. We got to help each other. If we don't help each other, 15 years tops. In 10, we really gonna be in trouble. And I know we look at it like, we one race, we one people, everybody, all men are created equal. You gotta listen to that too. That's a whole different subject. All men are created equal. They didn't say all men are equal. Created through conception. Not if you born wealthy or well off. No, we not created equal. We might through sexual acts and birth, we might be created equal. That's the hook. They got everybody, it's the land of opportunity and all men are, you say all men are created equal. No, we not. Well, we are. We are created equal. At one point, there's only one way to have children or have a baby. Well, two ways. Through sex and artificial insemination. That's the only way. So you are created equal. You are created equal. You are not equal. Not all men are equal. Since we are not equal, we have to level the playing field and do things according to what our community needs. That's what we got to do. We have to do things according to our needs. Can we do that? Is it possible? Is it possible that we can do things according to our needs? I say yes. I don't know what you say, but I say yes. I think it's doable. But we got to work together. We got to work together. If we don't work together, we're going to perish. 10 years, 15 years top. Technology is changing. Everything is changing. We supposed to be on top of all of that. We supposed to be on top of all of that. We got to get our children into technology. Yeah, you can still go. See, a lot of times we send our children off to school to get a degree. My mother didn't care what degree I got. Okay? I was already into aviation. She didn't care what degree I got. So, at one point in time, they pushed us. Oh, I'm gonna get my bachelor's in business administration. But we not looking at business administration jobs may only pay $40,000. $40,000. And I went 80,000, 90,000 in the hole for $40,000. If I'd have went and got my master's, I'd be 120 in the hole. $120 in the hole, coming straight out of school. Awful. When I could have just went into the tech, writing codes and all these old things. 6 months, I could have been making $500,000. But if we don't know, we don't know. If we think that we know some stuff we don't know, we have to get our kids into technology. Everything is in the digital age. We've been past everything is in the digital age. That happened a long time ago. That happened, I want to say, 20 years ago now. We should have been pushing them towards getting tech degrees, IT degrees. So what one thing we don't do is we don't push our children to be these great entities. Maybe when it comes to sports, we are this great entity. What about the great business owner? I got questions. I need answers. I want to know what happened. Why are we here? Why are we here? Why are we not supporting each other more? Why are we not demanding more of the people who come into our communities and start businesses? We have programs that need funding. How about you donate to this cause? We need to create places where our children can go and get on the computer and do work or learn different things. A building where you can go. It's almost like what do you call that? Almost like one of those places. Okay, if you ever look up, Nipsey Hussle had a place called Vector 90, where kids can come study, do their homework. They got Wi-Fi in there. You can take classes in there, learn IT stuff in there. Our kids are behind. You know, they probably reading 30 minutes a week. 30 minutes a week. We have to figure it out. If we don't figure it out, 10 years, 15 years max, we're going to be out the game. Game going to be over. What's that? 2035, 2040, game over. Game going to be over. Children going to be in trouble. You say, no, we passed laws on this. We passed laws on that. No, y'all, no, it's over. It's over. You the minority. They take the Hispanic group and they put them all in one bunch. No matter what country they from, oh, you speak Spanish. We're going to call you a Hispanic. Put you all in one bunch. We got to fix it. If we don't fix it, we're going to be in trouble, which we already in trouble. The current situation, current status, as of right now, we in trouble. We got to get it together. We have to. There's no way around it. We have to. Our situation is getting worse. It looked good because we got a lot of African American, black women, colored women, whatever you want to call them, women that are coming out of school. That is the highest educated group in the country. That is the highest educated group in the country. Well, I think that we will react in a way saying that we deserve something. Wow, our people built this country. We can stand on that. We can work on that while we working toward the future also. But let's not stop right there and say, I ain't doing nothing else. See, y'all give me some reparations and all of these things. And there's a list out there of every group America has paid reparations, and we not on that group. We not on that list. Facts. We not on that list. So in our reality, we're going to have to get it on our own. And I think we're going to react in a way thinking that we deserve this, that, and the other, in which we do. But life is going on and life is moving, and we got to figure out how to get to the future. The future's not here yet. Technology is here. We looked at the Jetsons. We used to look at the Jetsons and say, oh man, have me a flying car and everything digital. Look how long ago they made that cartoon. They didn't work on the flying car. They already got it. They just can't roll it out because we ain't ready. You got to get rid of all this other stuff first. They got the drone car. They nice, but they got some bugs to work out of it. You can program it to fly. It stays distance away from other objects and stuff like that. Cause the small drone does it right now. The small drone does it right now. If I take the drone and fly it, it will not run into nothing. It will stop. If I fly it up, it only goes so high. If something is in the way, obstructing it, it will stop. It's deep. Technology is already here. We are the Jetsons right now. We are the Jetsons. Everything's touch screen. We went from our monitors starting to be touch screen. Computers, laptops, everything touch screen. We already here. But the future of where our community is going is uncertain right now. Because everybody jumping ship. Every man for himself. Think about that. Every man for himself. That's the situation that we in. Every man for himself. How do we get out of that? We got to get out of that rut of every man is for himself. Now it could be every group of people for themselves. If we had groups of people that did something great in the community, you can always say, this is what we doing, this is how we do it, this is what the outcome was. The outcome was we generated $2 million, and this is what we did. We helped this community out. If you ride down that street, you see a whole different street. Streets clean, grass cut on all the yards on that block. Changing the community. Now you might have to, some homes probably have to be worked on. Well, we can work on that too. Okay, this is what it's gonna cost us. We need you to donate something to this fund where we can get this house fixed. We need grant writers. We need all of these people to come together and say, this is what we doing. We are redoing the community, and this is what it's gonna cost us. We got this grant. You know, you gotta use the non-for-profit organizations to donate some money. Well, we gotta put drywall in the building or in this facility. Drywall gonna cost us $5,000 to get the drywall. Then we gotta pay another $5,000 to $10,000. Depends on how many people we got to go in and put the drywall up and finish it, paint it. It's doable. So much stuff is doable, but we don't do it. We don't do it. I got some questions, and I need some answers. Anyway, that's my time. I've been going for an hour. I try to limit it. I want to get it. If I go shorter, what happens is, by the time you get the notification that I'm on, I'm gone off. I'll be gone off. And usually I put the link in the chat so people who want to come in can come in. But I understand y'all don't, if you don't want to talk and you don't want to. But with everybody doing selfies and saying that they at these great places, I just be want to talk. Go on my little rant. Anyway, y'all know what I gotta do. You know, I hear a lot of people say that, I have a photographer that can capture the shot that I need. But when they see the images in which we have, it's almost like, why go anywhere else? When you want the right shot, come to the best. 5-Star Production. This is man Danny for real. I was thinking, how would you be if you were at 100%? What would your life be like if you were at 100%? So I'm trying to reach that goal of being my 100% potential. At 100% of my potential, you may not even recognize who I am. Because we are all supposed to be somebody great. We all supposed to be somebody who does something fascinating. Think about that. Think.
I got a brand new show for y'all tonight. Just be ready. I'm building something.
So, anyway, that's my time. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate all y'all done for me and motivate me to try to do better. So I'm watching. I'm listening. Just saying. Anyway, it's my time. And I'm out.